took a little while to get the sound right. And
Yeah.
if the sound is not right when I go to edit this, I apologize for the bad sound. It's just going to be a running theme until someone comes and helps me out getting the sound right.
I feel there should be like an extra episode for just the amount of effort you've put in trying to get the sound right.
Yeah, that sounds perfectly terrible.
Danny, in 1 minute flat,
All right, okay.
for the kids at home, tell us who you are, what you do, how you got the job, and what your plans are for the next year.
Man, I feel like I'm in school and the teachers ask me what I would do in my life.
It's careers day.
Exactly right. I'm Danny Dyer. I was born just outside Glasgow, a place called Paisley, but I lived most of my life in northeast of Scotland, a small village called Aberlour. What I do is I work for William Grant's and Sons, more specifically Grant's Blended Scotch Whisky, and I travel the world and talk about whisky. Oh no, you asked me how I got the job. That's so hard to do in like 30 seconds. I applied online.
Take the time.
Yeah.
Just make it interesting. It has to be interesting.
Oh well, I applied online for this job when I was working in a bar.
You applied online?
Yeah, so there was an advert online on Facebook actually, saying, "Do you want to travel the world and talk about whiskey?" And I was like, "Well, I talk about whiskey."
Click yes.
So I'd actually woke up because I'd been working in the bars for about 10 years, right? And I wasn't that I was getting bored of it. I just felt like I wasn't going anywhere. I didn't really see a path anywhere. And I woke up one day and a bunch of my friends had actually sent me this link. And they're like, you should do this. So I clicked the link and I was like, okay, I can do this. The only problem is for me to apply, I need to know about cocktails. I had just worked in single malt bars. I had just worked in like working boozers, you know what I mean? Right, whiskey bars.
Yeah.
So I decided to quit my job and go to a place to learn about cocktails in the West End of Edinburgh.
In pursuit of the
this,
brand ambassador.
yeah, of it.
Wow.
So I thought, well, why not, right? We'll just give it a go and
What
see
did the
what
manager
happens.
of the pub say? Like,
Well, I was actually working in the a whiskey club at the time, and I told him, and he
was it Scotch Malt Whisky?
It was the SMWS, yeah, Scotch Malt Whisky
wow.
Society.
Okay, I've got a couple of those.
Yeah, man, that is some tasty juice right there. We should maybe crack some of them open. I'd be interested to see what you've got up there.
They've been there for a while, actually.
I bet you don't even know the numbers. I can tell you what the numbers in the distilleries are.
No idea.
Yeah, I got super geeky on that.
We can
do a little test.
Keep explaining. Keep
Yeah,
explaining.
so I went, but 36 is Ben Rennis, by the way. So yeah, it's just 36.57.
Do you want some fluffy vanilla sponge?
Yeah, give me some vanilla sponge. I'd love some. So I went to this other place and I met this really helpful guy called Daniel, and he gave me a book on cocktails, and I read it twice in one night. I didn't go to sleep, so I came back knowing like the kind of basics and everything. And then he just taught to me about cocktails for about a week, and I went home one night and I had like a few days to apply to this job, and I thought I'm gonna drink some whiskey, I'm gonna make some cocktails. And so I did. I made a cocktail. I started an Instagram account. I didn't have an Instagram account. I was a bit of a Luddite.
God, you really wanted this job.
Yeah, I really wanted it. I've wanted it since I was like 18, since I got my first job in a distillery. Slange.
Oh,
that smells amazing.
it's super tasty.
I'm just gonna sit and smell that for a bit.
So you've always wanted it. You wanted it since you were a kid.
Yeah, I wanted it since I was 18. I hated whiskey when I first tried it as well. My first job was in a distillery.
No way.
Oh no,
What?
like the first time I tried whiskey, I was like 16 years old. I can't tell you the story.
Too old.
It
In
was
Scotland,
it was
it's
intense. Well, 14. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this. This probably won't go out for grants now that I said that. But 14 is when I started properly like drinking. Like, you know what I mean? That's just kind of normal for us. And then 16, I had a really bad experience with a bottle of whiskey called J&B.
Okay.
I went to my dad's special cupboard, and he had this like bottle. It was like a big litre bottle, big green bottle with a yellow and red label. So I took it and I went to another small village a few miles away from Aberlour called Rothes. There's not really much in Rothes. So
there's a road running.
yeah, it's just a road and some houses, right? And I used to have this big smelly factory.
There's a nice hotel there now, actually.
The station.
Yep.
Yeah, the
station's really
station's
good.
beautiful, and they put a lot of money into that place. And
Yeah, I
do you know
stayed in the
it
pimp
tells.
room upstairs with the like jacuzzi overlooking the rest of the room by myself, and I just really actually needed a night's sleep and thought to myself, I'm wasting this room.
I know, you can enjoy it because it's probably the
Should go
nicest thing
somewhere
in Rothes. Sorry to everyone that lives in Rothes. Yeah, sorry that you live there.
else.
Anyway, yeah, so we went to Rothes with this bottle of whiskey and a few of my friends, and they all decided they didn't like whiskey, but I decided I'd took this bottle and I should drink this whiskey, to which I did throughout the day. We went up to the golf club to celebrate someone's birthday, and that was when I first started having like beer and whiskey chaser. And then, man, I just lost control. I couldn't see, I couldn't walk, and I couldn't talk. So there's two of my friends, they were both called Laura, and they had me under each arm. So when I wanted to go be sick, which I was doing a lot of, I would just kind of make a grunt and put my head up, and they would pick me, and whilst I was being sick, they'd like hold on to me. But the worst thing was that my friends were like, oh my god, this guy's really not right. So they phoned my mum. They didn't phone an ambulance, thankfully. They phoned my mum, and then my mum picked me up, and she's NHS anyway. And she was taking me home, and then that day, I woke up the next day, I was like covered in sick. It was horrible, it was horrific scenes. But my mum told me, she was like, how's my stud doing? I goes, what do you mean, how's your stud doing? And then she's like, oh, well, you told me about all of your escapades last night. And I was like, oh my god, I never. So, yeah, I'd ended up telling her a bunch of stuff I shouldn't have told her. I was ill for days. She later informed me that...
When you say you told her a bunch of stuff you shouldn't have told her...
Man, like, put it this way, there's still jokes about me fornicating on the golf course. And there are many of them, because it's golf jokes, right? But it was... I hope I had a good time. I don't really remember, but I think at the time I did.
Of all the things you've learned from that experience, you've got good friends.
Yeah, I've got awesome mates. Honestly, it's a good bunch of guys up there. But yeah, where were we?
You were getting the job, so you started out.
Yeah. So I applied for it. We'd done this cocktail, and then a few weeks went by, and I was working in a whiskey bar, and I was kind of excited for it, but it didn't seem real, right? It was 5,000 people, so I was like, it is what it is. And then I got an email saying you're down to the final 250 people. Right, so there's the word final, and then there's the word 250 people. So it was a bit jarring, but I remember waking up that morning being like, oh my god, that's just really cool. I've managed to get this far. And they said, you need to make a video telling us 3 things you'd take with you up to Dufton if you got the job. I goes, I can do that. So I phoned up a friend of mine who I used to work with. I used to do a lot of acting and voice and things like that. I probably can't tell you how bad this accent is just now. It's pretty strong. But I said to him, I goes, I've got an idea. I know what I'm going to do. So the next day we get up and we go down to the Water Leaf and we take 3 shots at this 1-minute video and we nail it in the second shot and I send it through. 2 weeks later, you're down at the final 20. So it's getting real. It's getting real.
They're cutting it down.
Man, it's like they're totally chopping it down. So we were meant to meet up. All these 90 other people from around the world and this wee guy from Scotland were meeting up in Aberdeen, and then from Aberdeen they'll take us to Dufton where Glenfiddich and Balvenie's made, because that's where this 3-day intense course is.
Home turf, everyone else.
I know everyone, right? But the problem is, I'd just been to a stag do in Prague, and I couldn't say to my friend I wasn't going to go to stag do. And I remember coming back, and on the day I was coming back, I was travelling up on the train to go to Aberdeen. Man, I was touch and go on this train. I was really, really, really ill. Like, they have really nice beer in Prague and it's really, really easy to drink.
Yeah.
And they don't really have a closing time for bars or anything. So we didn't really see daylight because all we saw was sort of night time and then the sun coming up. So I was rough when I got there. I was like, oh my god, what's going to happen? And as I walked out, I didn't know where anyone was, but I heard these people shouting, Danny Dyer. I was like, how on earth do these people know me? And it turns out when we put our videos up, we put them on YouTube. That was part of the stipulation to get in. And they'd all seen my video, so they're all laughing at me and knowing who I was and everything. So I was like, oh, how you doing, guys?
Were this the red?
This was the 19 other people that were waiting for us.
And at this stage, you weren't like very into YouTube.
No YouTube, no Instagram. I like talking to people.
Yeah.
I really struggle with social media, and it's the same with if anyone who knows me. I'm rubbish at texting. I hate being on the phone. I just like face to face.
Being able to share energy with someone.
Yeah, because then I can kind of see where things are going.
I can feel it.
Whereas on the phone and stuff, people are like, "Why are you so angry with me?" I'm like, "I'm not angry. I'm just telling you." I need this. I don't need a smiley face
The
or
3 exclamation
it's just
marks
but like.
And the full caps is because you're excited that you need it.
Yeah, and so I really suck at texting and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got there, and honestly, those 3 days were mad. I remember phoning up my mum on the first day. My mum's my favourite person ever, right? And I says to her, I goes, Mum, I'm just really happy to be here. She goes, why are you saying that? I goes, I'm not going to get the job. She goes, why are you not going to get a job? I was like, Mum, there is some really attractive people here. And then there was me, right? You should have seen the people there. I was like, damn, he's a good looking guy. God, she's stunning. Wow, they're really... Wait a minute, everyone here is really, really pretty. And then there's this wee fat Scottish guy with a beard. So I was like, there's no way they're going to pick me for this. So anyway, the 3 days go past. And then... at the end of it, they actually line us up. Now, we had been making cocktails, we'd been doing stories, they had all these different tasks and challenges. Then they line you up. It's like some sort of like Britain's Got Talent idea. And they say there's 3 spaces and we're going to call out your name. So it was weird, man. Honestly, it was like a TV show.
The second runner-up.
Honestly, it was mad. So they said the first person's name was a young man called Linda. He goes, oh, you've got it. You're on to the next stage. And then, oh, this is what happens. Da, da, da. Everyone's like, way. And then they shout out my name, and I was like, there's no way that I've got this. This is so weird. And I started crying and everything. Honestly, I was like, what on earth is this? Because that's when I went, this is my job. This is, I don't care. Like, I'm getting this now. So the final part, they sent us all to different places over the course of 10 days. And my 10 days, 3 days were spent in Russia, 3 days were spent in Taiwan, and 3 days were spent in Australia.
You?
Me, as the
and
final
you
part.
travel from place to place?
Boom, 10 days in a row. So I spent 3 days in Russia, and then straight from Russia, I was 3 days in Taiwan.
So they gave you a kind of a taste of what it's like.
That was the idea, but by God, that was intense.
Yeah.
It was a real full-on experience of what the job is.
Did they fly you economy or business class?
So the first flight was business, and then everything else was economy. I don't really know what happened there. So I felt like a god in the first flight. You know, I had my little like seat that was going back, and
second flight was from where?
So this is where it got weird. We were in Russia, and I had a videographer with me, Alex, great guy, the whole time. And so we went from Russia, and instead of going like Russia down to Taiwan, they sent us back to London on economy, and then from London to Taiwan in economy. So we were travelling for so long, I was losing my mind, honestly. I was like, I just want to we're off to Taipei, I just want to get to Taipei. But honestly, it was so mad, like I was like travelling and being awake for so long and kind of hungover, and then you come out.
Yeah.
Russia is a great place, I love Russian people, but they're really stoic. They're really hard to kind of get past.
A while to get warmed
but
up.
see, when they like you, they love you sort of idea, right? So it was awesome. But see, going from that sort of idea to Taiwan, I ended up going with the wrong people off the plane because I thought it was our team. This random people just were like, ni hao, hello, hello. And I was like, oh, hello. And then they're like, oh, go. So I was like, okay. So I just started walking with them. And then the actual team were like, what you doing with them? I was like, who are you? And they're like, we're the team. I was like, who are these guys? And they're like, bye. I'm like, what the hell is going on,
They were
man?
like, we nearly got another one.
It was so good, honestly. They were so happy. And then, like, to go from like that to Taiwan and like,
And then you went to
food.
Australia.
Man, I love Australia anyway. I travelled Australia. Good people, and first time in Sydney, but our team over there was awesome. I was with the Monkey Shoulder ambassador at the time, Justin, who is
Justin's awesome.
big hinge guy,
Yeah,
you know,
he
big
works
lovely
out.
guy, but Jesus, the size of that guy's arms, and he was great. Like everything is kind of stereotypical, but relaxed as when we got to Australia, and it was really fun. Again, making drinks, going behind bars, reciting poetry, doing all this crazy mad stuff. And then I came back, and it was the weirdest feeling ever. I came back for that. And
when you got back, did they do another lining you up and announcing?
No, I get back, and then I waited for like 2-3 weeks. I just went back to my work. I felt it was the strangest feeling ever. I didn't really know where I was. It wasn't I didn't want to work. It wasn't I wasn't happy with my work. But I was like, I've just had this like taste of this thing that I love, and then going back. And working I wasn't fully there. If you know what I mean, it was weird.
Taste of whiskey, but not quite enough. That you're just kind of like you've got whiskey in your mouth, but it's all gone now. You know.
It was just.
I know that feeling.
Odd, and it was a really funny. I felt like it doesn't matter, but it does matter. I'm investing my work, but I'm no. It's a sort of limbo. I've never ever felt like it.
So you've got the job. How long have you been doing it now?
That's me 2 years. Just over 2 years.
2 years.
I've been doing this now. Yeah.
Cool. And for the next year, what's any big plans? What places do you plan to
already
go?
just back from Czech Republic, which was great. So had a lot of fun there. I'm planning to go Africa. I spent a lot of time in Africa, so I'm doing Mozambique.
Yeah, cool.
Colombia's the next big one. That's in March. So I'm going to spend a week there. I'm going to be
I've
on.
not been to Colombia yet.
Man, South America is just the best. I think.
Go to Colombia.
Like.
Bad.
Yeah,
Where
so
else
what?
are you gonna go after Colombia?
So Colombia, and then we've got Mozambique. I'm with America for a little while as well. New York, which I've never done. I've only seen like
Oh,
movies and
York's
stuff like that in
amazing.
New York.
Make sure you go see Dev Johnson. I'm going to tag Dev Johnson in this.
Where does Dev
Yes.
work?
Employees only. You got to go.
Yeah.
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 Ooh, yeah!
Employees only is very New York style bar, man.
Is it? Yeah, see, I'm
Yeah.
keen for that.
And he's a New York bartender.
Well, that's what I'm after. I just want to go.
When you go out, right? So you're a brand ambassador now.
Yeah.
You're traveling all around the world. What's your go-to drink with Grants? With this one? Oh, actually, I'll tell you what. Don't know how long we've got left on the cards, but do you want to do something for me, right? We've got 3 unopened bottles here.
Yeah.
So, in the interest of, the idea of the channel is that we chat about stuff, people get to know you, but also, if someone Googled what is Grant's whiskey, I want to try to put together a 1 minute. I just kind of really thought of it now, but a 1 minute what is Grant's?
Yep.
And then if you were to describe USP of this, this, then what is Grant's whiskey? Bam, right from straight from the horse's mouth. So I'll pour. Shall I just pour 3?
Yeah, just pour 3, right?
Okay, so right,